Hey guys, I'm sorry, I'm back. I have to try to get this camera here going here. Sorry. All right, guys, we are back. All right, sorry guys, I am trying to get this camera together. Hey Dom, you muted.
I
Okay,
hear
guys,
you.
we're back. We're back.
What's up, y'all?
We have
Man,
some news. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Seems like they're trying to keep Boosie in there, guys. Welcome,
absolutely. It's a lot going
politician.
on.
That what it looks like they're trying to keep him in here. I got an update for you guys. He was in court just recently, like this evening, and a motion was submitted by the government. They're trying to do a stay from what the judge originally gave him. The the motion for him to be released, but it looks like they're trying to keep him. So they asking the judge for a stay for an appeal so they can stop him from being released. So that's why he has not been out yet. So I'm going to go ahead and read this motion to you guys, what they submitted. So we don't know. So Dom, what did the guy say? Did they say that they were going to release him now or what?
So basically, when I last went by there, right? So it's currently 7:28 p.m. here in California, so 7:30, right? I
Mm-hmm.
last went by there at 6 p.m. It was
Mm-hmm.
like 5:50 ish p.m. that I went by there, and when I went by there, I talked to the guy, security, and security of where he's being housed. And it's okay. Let me backtrack. So when I went by a little earlier, I went by at 4, right? 4 p.m. And the
Mm-hmm.
security said he had not been transported back to where he's being housed, right? He
Mm-hmm.
said he's
Mm-hmm.
still in court. And so I was like, well, that's weird because, court was at 9:30 and, I've been running around all day, but it pretty much all of that stuff, it was till what, 1, 2 p.m. is kind of when court finished or whatever. It was
Mm-hmm.
kind of late. And so when I went up there at 4 p.m., the security, like I said, of where he's being housed said they have not transported him back to court or to where he's being housed yet. So I said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. He said, check back later. And I said that he granted a bond. He said, okay, cool. He said, come back around 6 or 7. So I come back at 6 p.m. and it was the security was telling me at where he's being housed. He said he is here. They transported him back at this point. So this is 2 hours later, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I came at 5:50, roughly 2 hours later. And he was there where he's being housed at, but he said it's going to take a while because a lot of the paperwork and that kind of thing, because a bond, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, come back and check at 7, right? So now it's
Mm-hmm.
it's 7:30. And but okay, so at 7, I was on my way up there, and so I have not went in there just yet. But
Mm-hmm.
when I last went in there, he said, yeah, it's gonna take a while. And he said it'll be about 8 or 9 p.m. And so
Mm-hmm.
meanwhile, though, right? In the meantime, a motion was we discovered that there's a motion that the government input on,
Mm-hmm.
on Pacer. So and it's a motion to stay, which is meaning, just to put it in latter terms for, easier terms for people, is he was granted a bond, right, from the
Mm-hmm.
federal judge. He was granted the bond, but what the government's trying to do is, while he's in, before he's actually freed, like walks out of the building and the bond goes through as far as the payment and he walks out of the building, they entered a motion to stay. So they're trying to keep him in custody before he's actually physically released. But he
Mm-hmm.
was granted a bond through the judge. So
Yeah,
that's,
we have the paperwork here, so
and
you
we
can
have the
guys.
paperwork here. Yeah. So
I'm gonna. You want to read it, Dom?
yeah, it's up to you, whichever
No,
works.
go ahead. I'll read. Go ahead and read it.
Okay. So it said, well, how many likes do we got? That's what. Let's see how many we need. We need some people in here.
Yeah, hit the like, guys.
Hit the like button, people. We only got 19 likes with 140 people. We need 100 likes.
Don, just go ahead.
No, I'm just
We
playing.
got a lot to
I'm
read.
messing around. Okay.
Hey, Q.
So here, this is the motion to stay. Okay. It says Randy S. Grossman, United States Attorney, Michael G. Wheat, Sandor A. Callahan, Assistant U.S. Attorneys, California State Bar numbers. It lists their numbers: 880 Front Street, room
Forget all that.
69, whatever. Okay. United States District Court, because people think we lying. So United States District Court, Southern District of California. United States of America, plaintiff versus Torrance Hatch, aka Boosie, aka Lil Boosie, aka Boosie Badass. This is case number 23 MJ such and such. Motion to stay release. Order pending appeal.
You hear that?
Order pending appeal. So they're doing an appeal. Okay. It says plaintiff, United States of America, by and through its counsel, Randy S. Grossman, United States Attorney, and Michael G. Wheat, Assistant U.S. Attorney, hereby respectfully moves for an order staying Magistrate Judge Allison H. Goddard release order entered on June 20th, 2023, in the above captioned case as to defendant Torrance Hatch, aka Boosie, aka Lil Boosie, aka Boosie Badass. On June 20th, 2023, this is the motion. On June 20th, 2023, Magistrate Judge Goddard set conditions of release for defendant Hatch. The U.S. moves this court for an order granting a stay of the release order so that an appeal may be heard by this court, and setting a briefing schedule for the hearing. Dated June 20th, 2023. Respectfully submitted, Randy S. Grossman, U.S. Attorney, Michael G. Wheat, Sandor A. Callahan, Assistant U.S. Attorneys.
And at the bottom, it says motion to stay, order pending appeal.
Order pending. Yep. So they're trying to keep him. It's that simple.
But the other thing too, I wanted to give them the outline of the release order, because we didn't read the whole paperwork. We have all the paperwork now. I'm gonna go ahead and read that because it's little, and I don't think you can see that, can you?
Right.
Hold on. Let's bring that one up. Okay. Here's the condition of his release. It says United States versus Torrance Hatch, and then it gave a case number. It says pre-release order. It is ordered that the defendant's release is subject to these conditions. Standard mandatory condition. 1, the defendant must not violate federal, state, or local law during the period of release. 2, the defendant must cooperate with the collection of DNA sample as authorized by 42 U.S.C. 14135A. Standard condition, it says here, each standard condition applies unless stricken. 3, the defendant must appear in court as ordered and rendered as directed to serve any sentence. 4, defendant must possess or attempt to possess, must not possess or attempt to possess a firearm, destructive device, or other dangerous weapon. The defendant must legally transfer all firearm as directed to pretrial services. Number 5, the defendant must not use or possess any narcotic drugs. You were right. Narcotic drugs, any controlled substance without a lawful medical prescription. The defendant must not use or possess marijuana under any circumstances. You hear that? You were right.
Yep.
You were right.
I told you. I don't have nothing to lie for to people, okay? Nothing.
Yeah,
you go ahead. Right. Sorry.
It says number 6, the defendant must report to the U.S. Pretrial Services Office, telephone number 619-557-5738, on the day of initial court appearance or within 24 hours of defendant's release from custody, whichever is later. Throughout this case, the defendant must report as directed by the pretrial services office and follow all direction of the pretrial service office. Number 7, the defendant must advise the court or pretrial services office in writing of 1, defendant's current residence address and phone number when first reporting to pretrial services, and 2, any new contact information before making any changes of residence or phone number. Number 8, the defendant must read the pretrial release order and the advice of penalties and sanction form, or have them read to the defendant in the defendant's native language. The defendant must acknowledge the defendant's understanding of all pretrial service condition and the penalties and sanctions for violation by signing the advice, penalty, and sanction form. Number 9, restrict travel. This is what we were talking about. He's restricted from traveling. Do not enter Mexico. He can't go to Mexico. And other travel restriction is may travel throughout the United States for work, no international travel. Okay. Additional condition, the number 10, okay, which is B, the defendant, they signed off B. The defendant must execute an appearance bond of $50,000 that is secured by the defendant's signature, right? Then it says a cash bond and or a bail bond by approved solvent corporate surety. A corporate bond must cover all condition of release and not just appearance. Okay. And then he has, this is some more of his condition. A, actively seek or continue full-time employment or schooling or a combination of both. B, reside with a family member. So he has to live with a family member.
It'll probably be his mother.
Okay, that's why his mother was there then, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, because she was signing the paperwork.
Oh, okay. And a resident approved by pretrial services office, including any contract facility. C, surrender any valid passport or pretrials to the pretrial services office and not obtain a passport or any other international travel document. D, clear all warrant FTA and pay all fine within 90 days of release or as directed by pretrial services office. And then they put another one, H. I'm giving you the ones that he has to go by. H is avoid.
Sylvia, let me just, not to cut you off. An FTA, for people who don't know, it's a failure to appear or a failure to pay. Continue.
Okay. Letter H. Avoid, listen to this. This is the deep one right here. Avoid all contact, direct or indirect, with any person who is or may be a victim or witness in the investigation or prosecution. And listen to this, including security guard Billy Ray Johnson,
who he hired.
Billy Ray Johnson. And letter I is participate in local location monitor. So he has to wear a monitor, y'all. Monitoring program and comply with this requirement as directed under the following component and technology. He has a curfew, y'all. A curfew. You are restricted to reside in your residence, and it doesn't give a time. So it says, as directed by pretrial services or supervising officer. Then it says a defendant is allowed to perform and travel to and from performance with an advance notice and PTS. I don't know what PTS is. I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
Hold on. Let me check.
What, do anybody know what PTS means?
A PTS is the Office of Pretrial Services. So basically, alerting pretrial services. That's what that means.
Any concert he has and stuff like that. Okay.
Right.
Then he's going to be wearing a global position monitoring system, a GPS. He's
An
gonna
ankle
have a
monitor.
smart link. Yeah, he's gonna have a smart link and a voice recognition. And then it says defense counsel must notify pretrial services upon submission of a bond paper. Defendant to be released from custody of pretrial services in the following business day by 10 a.m. for installation of, I guess, the equipment. I
Of
guess the
equipment.
GPS
Yeah.
equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then that's it. That's it.
Yep.
That was signed by the judge.
Wow. I mean, that's all kind of stuff. They babysitting.
Yeah.
Well, Tanae, I don't think that's fair to say that.
What?
But yeah, they said Billy the snitch. I personally wouldn't say that, but they're just saying because he was there. You know
And
what I'm
because
saying?
remember what you was reading? You said that he got on his security guy. Because read what you said before. Remember the thing you was reading?
Reading what?
Remember the thing you was reading before?
What are you talking about?
You was reading something from a article.
Oh, okay. This is what happened, right? So let me read to you guys exactly what happened. Okay, to give you guys a full breakdown. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the full breakdown of exactly what took place from start to finish with Boosie from the video shoot. People think they know just based on reading stuff. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened from court. And they give the entire breakdown of what happened, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where he's housed, and you guys are going to be with me. I'm going to go in there, and we're going to ask what's going on, okay? So let me read this to you guys, okay? So it says Louisiana-based rapper Boosie Badass, who was arrested in San Diego last month for allegedly being, okay, get the likes up also. Louisiana-based rapper Boosie Badass, who was arrested in San Diego last month for allegedly being a felon in possession of a gun, is expected to be released from federal custody following a judge's order Tuesday, granting him bail. The 40-year-old rapper, whose real name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., was initially charged by state prosecutors following his May 6th arrest during a traffic stop in the Cholas View neighborhood. Hatch was in San Diego to film a music video and performed later that night at the Gaslamp Quarter nightclub. According to one of his attorneys, Megan Blanco, Hatch was prepared to plead guilty in the state's case and was expected to be sentenced to probation. However, the state's case was dismissed, and following a court appearance last week, Hatch was arrested on newly filed federal charges. He has remained in custody since then, as federal prosecutors stated they needed additional time to prepare for a hearing regarding Hatch's detention status. On Tuesday, U.S. Magistrate Judge Allison Goddard granted Hatch bail, and if released, he will have to follow a number of conditions, including no travel outside of the U.S. Hatch is expected to appear in federal court next week for another hearing in the case. Assistant U.S. Attorney Sander Callahan argued in court that Hatch presented a danger to the community and was a flight risk, while Blanco, Boosie's attorney, argued her client was compliant with all state court conditions and made all court appearances while out of custody. Callahan, the state assistant state prosecutor, said that on May 6th, Hatch was seen in an Instagram live video with a gun tucked into his waistband. Police used a helicopter to spot the vehicle Hatch was riding in and stopped it. And pay attention right here, guys. So people saying that he snitched, pay attention to this. The prosecutor said officers found two guns in the SUV, one in a security guard's bag and one on the seat between Boosie and the guard. One of those guns matched the one that was in the Instagram video, he alleged. Pay attention, y'all. He also claimed an officer overheard, a police officer, right? He also claimed an officer overheard Hatch Boosie, threatening the security guard for not taking the blame for the guns. Callahan, the state prosecutor, alleged Hatch told the guard, quote, "You're going to be in a body bag," end quote.
Oh,
You're going to be in a body bag. They're saying Boosie told the guard who was sitting right next to him, because the gun was between them, he said to take the charge, take the gun, and you're going to end up in a body bag, right? So listen.
whoa.
The prosecutor described the incident as a, quote, well thought out plan to arm himself and hide the truth from law enforcement, end quote. In audio recordings, this is the most important part. In audio recordings played in court, Hatch is heard repeatedly telling the officers that the guns belong to his security.
So they played the recording in court, which you made.
Absolutely.
You were late.
Exactly, but I was late, right? So in audio recordings played in court, which I would have seen, but I came late, Hatch is heard repeatedly telling officers that the guns belong to his security guard and that he only had the gun in his waistband for the music video he was shooting, right? So get this. Blanco, his attorney, Boosie's attorney, told the judge the guard brought the guns when he flew to San Diego from Georgia and declared both guns to TSA officials. So the man got on the plane with both guns. Okay. So they were registered to the security guard, right?
Okay.
She also denied Hatch ever threatened the guard and said if such a threat was made, it would have been recorded on one of the officers' body-worn cameras.
Okay.
So why were you able to catch what Boosie was saying about it's the guard's guns versus you saying he's going to be put in a body bag?
Okay.
Because that's cap.
Okay.
She said Hatch did not present a danger to the community and his prior convictions are non-violent and are related to marijuana possession and distribution. People saying that he murdered somebody, he beat his murder case. He was found not guilty. Mm-hmm. Regarding the risk of flight, she said that though he has a few ties to Southern California, Hatch has extensive ties to his community, family, and fans, some of whom attended Tuesday's hearing.
Okay.
The attorney accused San Diego police of employing a disproportionate response, including over 14 police officers and a whole helicopter for a felon in possession of a firearm case, and said prosecutors' delay of his detention hearing cost him $160,000 he would have made through the weekend for performances and work obligations. Quote, "It is outrageous that the government decided to swoop on the day that he was going to enter a plea for probation, pull him in federally, detain him, and then announce an inability to move forward with their detention hearing, knowing what he had scheduled the following week," end quote, she said. So that gives a breakdown of exactly what happened as far as from the legal side, because we knew exactly what happened. They sent the police and whatnot, but that gives you a perspective of what happened on the legal side, right? And so I agree with the attorney. You sent 14 officers. You sent the whole helicopter for someone who has a gun, who's a celebrity, allegedly had a gun on his waistband, and which is registered to the security. So back to what Sylvia was saying, was one of his conditions for the bond was he has to stay away from any alleged victims or whatever, anyone involved in the investigation, which is the security guard.
Yeah,
who he's hired. So he has to stay away from him because there's still an open investigation.
But remember that the police officer said he threatened that bodyguard.
Exactly. And they're using that as if that's true. But don't you think if he would have said that would have been caught on his body cam?
Yeah, it would.
I mean, let's use our common sense. You recorded him, you got him saying those belong to my security, but you got to make it make sense. It's not adding up. And that's what the attorney, she was absolutely right. She said he would have caught that on camera or on his body worn camera. You see what I'm saying? So it made no sense.
So you gotta go there now to see if they letting him out,
Yeah.
right? That's
So where I'm here now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive back over there, and I'm going to where he's being housed at. Because remember, when I just went at 6:50 or excuse me 5:50, he told me to come back because he said it's gonna be till about 9. So it's starting to get dark, but I'm gonna go by there, and we're gonna double back and see.
What time is it there now?
It's 7:52. So we're
Okay.
gonna see if he's still in custody or not.
Okay.
So they're just trying to keep him, which is ridiculous at this point because the judge granted the bond, just gave conditions.
So now everybody's gonna try to find another judge to try to see if they can do a stay on that, right?
Exactly. So they're trying to So they're trying to get a stay. Round three, Celeste.
So that's why they haven't released him, because we've been waiting for him to come out for the longest.
Yeah, because he told me, he said for sure he would be out 6 or 7. And, I was going to be there to, so you guys could see firsthand, Boosie walk out that court. I mean, walk out that jail. You see what I'm saying? Let me run this. Hold on.
These want to be internet clown. Y'all block X-Man. Block him, please.
So
I told you, any insult that y'all do, you're getting blocked. I don't care who you are.
we saying free Boosie. So if you're gonna say negative stuff,
block him, y'all. Block X-Man. Where are you? Let me give IQ.
I agree. I am Paris. I agree. He shouldn't have. They said what's crazy is when you get pulled over, the cops have no rights to speak to a passenger. That situation should have been a ticket for the driver. Fuck is going on? Excuse my language. Freak is going on. But let me tell you what happened, how they did it. In order to search the car, okay, so what happened is, for people who don't know, once again, he was shooting a video shoot, right? And cops, well, first they sent a helicopter, right? Air unit. They sent an air unit, and then right after that, they had 14 officers, and there's only two seats. So that's 7, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars that drove by. Boosie saw them, left. The cops were parked 2 blocks away. So right when he drove off, they pulled him over. The helicopter was watching Boosie's car as it traveled. And they alerted the people in the police in the cars to follow that man, and boom, pulled them over. And then, they saw the gun allegedly, and all that, what I just told you guys, where the gun was in between them. He told them that it was the guards and whatnot. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just
well, he's going inside the place right now.
So this is what I'm doing, y'all. My fault. So I just had to park. I'm going to where he's being housed at, because like I said, for people who are just coming in, I went in. It's 8 p.m. now. I went in at about 6 p.m. and he was still currently housed. And so the guard, he told me to come back because it would be a while, but we discovered that there was the motion to stay. So just give me a second, and so that way you guys can hear firsthand, like I did earlier when I went in. Y'all can hear what's going on.
Okay. T. Jones, we already got it earlier. Remember I told you I had access? I had it earlier.
We got the exclusive.
We got it. We had it.
Y'all hold on, bro. We almost there, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a motion to stay. Yeah.
A motion to stay. Yep.
Yeah.
So basically,
that's why they hadn't released him yet.
Right. The motion to stay means they're trying to keep the prosecutors are trying to keep him to stop that before he's physically released, because on paperwork he's good to be released. And so they're just going through the paperwork for the bond, right? The payment, it's a lot of paperwork to be filed. He has to sign all of that sort of thing. But in the meantime, the prosecution issued that motion to stay to stop that. from him until he walks out these doors. They trying to stop him from walking out these doors. So that's what we gonna go see. So we here, we're here firsthand. This is exclusive. Nobody's here but me. It's nobody around me. There's nobody here. So y'all tripping, saying y'all sent people. No, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing, but it's nobody here. Yeah, we gonna see. Yeah, because it's several guards out here. Let's see. They might. Shit, we might run into him. Hold on, let's see.
Mo, they're trying to keep him. They're trying to get a stay from the release of what the judge says. They're trying to keep him. Honey, love, I agree with you.
You want to talk? You want to run your? No, I'm just playing. Nah, that's serious. That's they trying to play with dude.
Dom don't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't, but I will.
That's my son.
Yeah,
my nephew.
I'm looking out for y'all. I'm just looking out for y'all. That's all. Because Boosie's for the culture. You know what I'm saying? We need him free. He speaks out for the voiceless. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta see if we could get. So y'all.
Hey, Ugly Money. They got my buddy Ugly Money.
Y'all gotta be quiet. Y'all gotta be quiet, okay? Y'all gotta be quiet. What's going on?
He's not coming out. I sent the book. Probably tomorrow he'll come out. Not today.
Really? Because
you didn't get the paperwork. It's too early.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, because they issued the prosecution.
But they don't have it.
Okay, the stay. You saw the stay?
They didn't get here.
Shit.
This is Garcia. Hey, just want to double check. So I know already. Sam told me about a hatch. There's nothing, right? Okay, thank you. Tomorrow. Yeah, till tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, and even
tomorrow in the morning. If it comes in early, it will come out in the morning.
Okay, and what about the motion to stay? Because the prosecution entered that just now.
You don't know? Nothing came in right now.
Okay. So tomorrow. Got you. Thanks, brother. What was your name? Thanks, bro. Firsthand. How y'all doing? Yeah. There you go.
Man, they're not letting him out tonight, y'all.
So
man.
He's not home tonight, y'all. Unfortunately. That's some BS, y'all. But the good news is the paperwork has not come through. That's what he was saying. He just called. I don't know if you guys could really hear. I just didn't want to get all closer and stuff because there's like 8 guards right there. But he knows me. And so so he basically said that if you guys didn't hear, he said that the paperwork has not came through. Wow. And so he called upstairs for Hatch and he said, yeah, the paperwork hasn't come through. So he'll be there until tomorrow, unfortunately. So that's the bad news for y'all. I'm sorry to break that to you, but he does have a bond. So, but that's probably why the prosecution entered that, because they're trying to keep him.
They're trying to keep him.
They're trying to keep him. That's exactly what they did, y'all.
Yeah.
They entered that because it's slowing. You know what I think it did? Just like they did last week when I came in on Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. When I came in on the first live we ever did for this Boosie case, right? Mm-hmm. He literally, the prosecution asked for 3 extra days, right? For an extension, because he would have been released last Thursday.
Yeah.
But so that's basically what they're doing, is slowing up the process. They're trying to just hold him as long as they can. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what they did. And so now today, that's exactly what they're doing. Legally, that will slow up that process.
Because they put in a stay.
Because then they put in the stay. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So they're doing anything they can to hold him as long as they can, even if it's 12 extra hours. Let's hold that man.
So what do you think the purpose is? To find
Because they want him. They just, you know what I'm saying? Because they lost. You know what I'm saying? They lost the fucking case. Excuse me. They lost the case. You know, I mean, let me tell you guys something. Earlier when I walked in, so I came late to court, right? When I came into court, I'm walking in and I'm walking over to the elevator. And just as I'm about to get on the elevator, the prosecutors walk out with, it's about 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the main prosecutor, it's the dude, the bald dude. He's like Arab or something. He walked out. I'm not kidding you guys. He walked out like this. I'm not playing. Like, so he was depressed. His shoulders was down. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I kept that mental note, and then I went upstairs, to the court, and I see everybody outside the court, the attorney, his mom, the assistant, the producer, and boom, they say he was granted a bond, right?
Oh.
So to veer back to the prosecution, on Thursday, that same prosecutor, he walked out with his chest up, happy, because he was able to keep him. He won in court. It's people who play sports. That's your, as an attorney, that's what you're fighting for. You know what I'm saying? It's still a competition. And I think that's what really did it, because he literally walked out today and his shoulders was down, looking at the ground. I was like, that's crazy. So that makes sense. So unfortunately, he's still there until tomorrow.
Well, Dom, great work, man. Great work, because
yeah, sorry, y'all.
Yeah, we thought he was gonna be out. We thought we were gonna get an interview or something. We thought Dom was gonna get out there and say something to him, but he's still in there, y'all.
I was really trying, you guys. I was really hoping that, we could catch him on the way out. And, I'm not I'm a huge fan of Boosie, but I'm not no groupie or nothing like that. I support him. He's for the culture, like I said. And, I told his mom, I said, I come to every court date. I'll be at every court date. You know what I'm saying? And she really thanked me, and so I was really hoping that I could catch him, walking out, just show some love, say what's good, that we out here rooting for you. We're supporters and fans of you, and, just stay away from the bull. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And then catch it, on camera too. If he said no, I would let him know that he's on camera, whatever. Just get a picture with him, and that's it. And but unfortunately, he's not out yet. But he'll be out tomorrow. I promise.
Yeah. So are you going to be covering it tomorrow too for us?
Yeah.
No, you better get out the house on time too.
I know. I got to. But it's no court date, so it's not like a.
So then we got to figure out when you get out there.
So pretty much, I just have to go up there. You know what I'm saying? I got to just drive up to where he's being housed. And I mean, they could let him out in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully by tomorrow morning, he's still not still there from that terms, but it would be nice if, I could see him being released, but if it's at 1 a.m. or something, I'm not going to see it because I'm not waiting here. You know what I'm saying? So I'll double back tomorrow though. And you feel me? I told the prosecutor when I walked by, I said, "You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?" No, just I started singing, set it off. You don't know nothing about that.
I sure don't.
But yeah, Boosie, yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on, guys.
Somebody look at Chris Gold. He talking about Boosie is out. No, he's not out.
He's not. He's not out.
See, guys, that's the thing here's the thing. That's why I like to have people on the ground so we could get what the facts are instead of all this fluff. These people just making up stuff, man. Stop it.
Right. Exactly. And if y'all want to hit our Cash App, it's posted there. By all means.
Yeah, Dom deserve a Cash App, y'all. Hit his Cash App.
I've been running around. Hey, look, I left my house at 10 a.m. and been on this Boosie stuff all day. It's 8 p.m. I haven't done nothing.
I appreciate
you. You know what I'm saying? If you guys would like to, like I said, I'm not asking Sylvia.
No, it's her channel. You deserve it.
It's her channel. So if you guys want to donate, hey, do your thing.
I'd rather for you to get it, Dom. Hit Dom's Cash App, y'all. Hit his Cash App. That's his Cash App right here. Yeah. $DOM, K as in kite, capital K, capital O, capital T, capital F. Hit the Cash App.
Appreciate you guys.
Get some love.
Guys. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's it's unfortunate is that they're still trying to keep him down. That's what I don't understand. And like Sylvia was saying, you know, there's been misinformation. We were the first ones to report it today.
Yeah, we were.
Literally, we were the first ones to report it today, to put it out. And so a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people, they have been basing their information off of us. The pacer that just came out that we read, that literally just came out, what, an hour ago?
Okay, yeah, hold on.
So,
Venus, I play my music when I get a Cash App or super chat. Hold on, Venus. Hold on. This is for Venus.
so much
Thank
money.
you, Venus. Thank you, Venus. Those that are new to this channel, anytime you do Cash App or money like that, for me, I play that music for you guys. So much money because I'm wishing money come back into your pocket. 1,000 folds. 1,000
Right.
folds back to your pocket.
Exactly. Hold on real quick.
What? Hey! See? He tried to get me in trouble. What did I tell you? Stop.
My bad, y'all. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to play a little bit.
He's trying to get my little thing, his flag. What's wrong with him?
Y'all. My bad. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Had to show some love.
Okay,
but yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on.
Hold on, Wally asked you a question. Wally says, "Hey, Miss Sylvia, hey John, what part of the Diego? What is it, Diego? Do you stay? My sister lived 2 blocks from the courthouse, so she may be there tomorrow."
I don't give out that information, but
he don't give that out because people be.
I may not even live in San Diego. I don't know. I forgot where I live.
Black folks ain't Cash App nothing.
Hey,
don't be talking about black folks. No black folks Cash App. Okay, speak for yourself.
Right, they
Stormy.
do. People do.
Stormy, speak for yourself. Stop it. Okay, don't speak negativity of my people. My people got money and they will Cash App. Don't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Wally, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, you know. There you go. So Wally, just to let you know, there's no court date tomorrow. There's not a court date tomorrow. His next court date. Okay, yeah, this was also what I wanted to tell you guys to clear this up, because I think I could have potentially, because I'm about facts and giving you guys great information that's
Lord, hold on. Chris just came in here and says Boosie got released, $50,000 bond. Googled it.
He's not out, but that's because he's just reading online. See, it's different when you're reading online versus when you're there in person. So he's not out. He was given.
Let's hope that he just came in late and he just seen this. Okay. And then this person said $250,000. Hold on. All right, let me put the paperwork back up for these people again. Hey, Shelly, let me put the paperwork.
Yeah, because a lot of people just came in too, so.
Okay. All right, for all those people that's just coming in right now, we read this earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys again. In regards to his bond was granted, but the government just put in a motion for stay of his bond. Okay, that means even though the judge gave him a bond, they're trying to stop it. They're trying to have an appeal on that bond. Okay, you get what I'm saying? That is what's happening.
Right. Sorry, I was texting. Yeah, so what I was saying was, though, is that, okay, I'm not misinformation, right? I'm out truth, facts, whatever. So earlier when we went live, I did say that, there was no court date next week. His next court date is July 11th, right? I said that. I'm the first to tell you, I could have potentially been wrong, okay? Because of, I was right. But the only reason why I could potentially be wrong is because the motion to stay. So if the motion to stay is granted, okay, then he would have a court date next week, a hearing.
You know, I'm getting tired of this. James, he just went to the place. He's still in there. Lord Jesus, these people.
Yeah, I wouldn't even pay them no attention. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. I'll admit when I was wrong. I wasn't wrong. I was right. But the government issued the motion to stay, and if that is granted, which I'm sure by tomorrow morning, that will be responded to. You know, but it's 8 o'clock at night. There's no judges at this particular time. So once the judge tomorrow morning, whoever the other judge rules on the motion to stay, which a federal judge, they're not going to go against their federal judge's decision. I mean, it would have to be some ridiculous situation. And this is not one of those cases, right? Situations. So, but legally, the prosecution, they can issue that motion to stay, just like they issued an extension. And legally, they have to hold him. And so it's so late, they didn't receive the paperwork. So he's still in custody right now as we speak. I just went by there. Okay, so like I said earlier, I was correct, but that was prior to us getting the information on Pacer, because they just entered the information that she's showing right there on Pacer an hour ago, literally an hour ago. And then that's
and it says right here, motion to stay release, order pending appeal.
Exactly. So I see the numbers are going up. So basically what happened, guys, is
James, you're lying. You're not looking at the paperwork. What is going on with you? You're telling lies. Stop lying. You're about to get blocked because I'm getting pissed off in a minute.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. I would just remove it. I would just remove
lying.
Yeah, it's not true.
He's
not
right.
true.
Look at the paper. There's the paperwork right here.
Right. And so basically for you folks that are just coming in, basically what happened was a federal judge granted Boosie bond with a lot of conditions that we read about 25 minutes ago, whenever the live first started, right? And we could go back over that for you guys who have just came in. But he has a lot of conditions. There's like 10 different conditions, right? Some that are including not leave the U.S. He has to let the pretrial services, PTS, know when he's leaving, traveling, that kind of thing. He has an ankle monitor on with tracking and voice recognition, as well as no weed. He has to, if he has if he's using, a narcotic, he has to have a legal prescription for that. So he was issued a bond he was granted a bond from the federal judge, right? But the prosecution, because he was going to be released, and like I said, I've been going up there every couple hours. Okay, I've been driving up here every 2 hours where he's being housed. Okay, at 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and then just now, 15, 20 minutes ago, right? So the prosecution entered the motion to stay. So they're trying to keep him. So basically, they're trying to appeal in smaller terms. They're trying to appeal what the judge granted, which is the bond to be released. And that's just how it works. If you ever were convicted, if any you guys have people, people, family, or you yourself have been convicted of a crime, if you were convicted, you can appeal that. This is no different. So you see what I'm saying? And I'm not a legal attorney, but I'm a YouTube attorney. So, and I do my research and all of that. So
a YouTube attorney? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, Boosie's for the culture. I've been a fan for 20 years. And yeah, we not gonna let, we call him Lil Boo Pac. He's like a little Tupac. But so we're not gonna let him get, taken for no BS. That's not right, because he is one of the few people who speak out unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? And it's rare people out there, especially as a celebrity. Celebrities, they're not doing that. So yeah, that's basically what happened for you people who just came in.
So what I have up here is the actual stay that the government filed after the judge gave the bond. The judge gave the bond, then the government, I guess, decided they want to go back and put that in there. That's why they had to go back to court to deal with this here. So it doesn't show that the judge has even ruled on it yet.
Right, because it's so early, so it's so early. So they not gonna rule on it. They at home. They at home in their bed, cuddling with their wife. They ain't worried about no Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow morning, when they come down to court for for the day, that's when they'll rule on it.
Yeah.
It from my perspective, that's what I think. I mean, they're not going to be doing it unless they have a judge that works overnight, which I don't think that
the federal doesn't have a judge that do it overnight like that. Not
right.
Like the state.
Right. So, that's kind of what's going on. So yeah, so what I would do Sylvia, is reread that again, because now that it's gone up to another 300.
Yeah, you gotta
I would
read that part, then I'll read the bond part. I'll read the bond part since it's small.
Okay.
Go ahead, read it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me pull over real quick.
Who don't have a clue what he's talking about? What are you talking about, Stephen? We're sitting here reading the document. What I mean, guys.
It's all good.
The judge can rule they have access. Okay, Queen. But will they? Will
Boosie
they
will always stay solid. You know what I'm saying? He's not one of them dudes that people. There's people saying that he ratted, he snitched. That's why he's out and all this type of BS. Man, cut it out. He's not snitching at all. It's because, like I explained earlier, if y'all wasn't there in the live, it's a federal complaint. It's not even
indictment.
What do you call it?
Indictment.
Hold on. It's not an indictment, and it's not a 1 second.
It's a complaint, guys. That's why it has an MJ on it. Magistrate judge. It doesn't have a CR. CR will be a criminal procedure. He'll get a new number once it become a CR.
Right. It's a complaint. It's not even a pending count. So there's nothing like, people saying he ratted and all. Look, I have the paper right here. If you want to zoom in real quick, Sylvia, it's a complaint. And the complaint says it's an 18922G1, felon in possession of a firearm. That's it. And it's a complaint. But when you go up, that's a pending count. It says pending count, none. Highest offense level opening, none. Terminated counts, none. Highest offense level terminated, none. Complaint, 18922G, 1G, felon in possession of a firearm. So it's a complaint. It's not even.
Jeanette just said, "Be quiet, Sylvia. You're about to get blocked right now. I don't appreciate disrespect. You're blocked. That's disrespectful. I don't appreciate disrespect. Don't come in my channel trying to disrespect me.
I don't need to have met the dude in real life. Stephen McKinney. I don't need to have met Boosie in real life. I don't need to. I don't need to meet that man. I don't know him. Like I said, I've been a fan, and that's period. I mean, I'm covering the case. Come on, y'all.
As I was saying, I read what's factual on here. I don't sit here and give you bull. Dom was just at the place where he's being held. He is not out. I understand that you might know somebody in the family. They're going to tell you he's still in there. He's not been released because Dom was just there. Those are
Yeah, Wally will. Yeah, you just a hater. Bond or no bond, he's going to jail in the end. Yeah, you a hater. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys get out of hating on another person that you don't know? That's sad. But do your thing. And then I wanted to add, what was the dude? IQ Shaheed. You're right. As long as Boosie don't have fingerprint or a closer video of him holding the gun, he good. He is, because he never even pulled out the gun. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he pulled it out, pointed it, or even was showing it in the video like this. I mean, come on now. That man is not bothering nobody. And then what was the other person? They said hold on.
Mind, anybody that's saying disrespectful things, like nasty things, please block them, because I don't have time for that mess.
Oh, what was the difference? That's what it was. Someone said, what was the difference? I forget who it was. Basically, a complaint is just it's just a complaint. Like, so for example, let's say your friend, or I mean, you wouldn't do that to your friend, but somebody who you got into it with or whatever, you know that they're transporting cocaine, right, from California to Arizona, and you go to the FBI's website, and you're like, and that's why I think there was an informant involved. That's just me. I'm not calling nobody an informant, but me personally, that's why I think someone alerted the feds, right? Because it's a complaint. Like I said, if your friend was, or the person that you're not rocking with is taking cocaine from California to Arizona, right? If you go to the FBI's website and you want to file, to alert them that a crime is being committed, you would file a complaint. You see what I'm saying? You would file a complaint, and then they would investigate that complaint. So that's what I'm saying. They were tipped off. It's no way that you just randomly know Boosie Badass is in San Diego shooting a video shoot. Like, let's use our common sense. Someone had to tell them. Yeah. Whether who it was, I don't know that. And, some people are speculating certain things and people. I'm not going to put that on nobody because I don't know. But if it said it in the paperwork, I would say it, because then it's in court paperwork. I'm not going to put that on nobody. You see what I'm saying? That's how I am, because I wouldn't want that type of stuff put on me. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. Someone alerted the police here. It's that simple.
First of all, Lady Legend, obviously you was not here from the beginning. We did not say that he is not getting out. We said there's a stay for them not to let him out. Reading is fundamental for you too, because if you read this document right there, that's what they're trying to do. Keep him from leaving out.
Right.
They're going to have to
They're trying to keep him. It's that simple. They're trying to keep Boosie. Lil Boo Pop.
This is a document from the court, okay? I don't understand. What's wrong with you guys? These people, man.
It's just trolls. You know what I'm saying? It's trolls.
It's sad.
He'll be out. It's just that simple. He'll be out, y'all.
But they're just trying to make
Lil Boo Pop. Lil Boo Pop. Boosie Boo.
They do have to rewind it. They have to rewind it, IQ, because obviously they don't understand what we're saying. We see, when you come in late, you always miss the meat and potatoes of whatever we're saying. So if you go back, rewind it, you see it. Okay.
Okay, Kevo. If that makes you happy, bro, do your thing, partner.
What did he say?
Talking about they've been waiting for Boosie, all that laughing in them interviews. Ha ha ha. Hey, if that makes you sleep better, bro, go ahead. Yeah, y'all should be praying for that man. And if you guys really want to know, I wish I could play, some music. She can't on her platform, but if you listen to
this guy,
hold on, Sylvia. If you listen to the song, Rocket Man, right, that he just released, 5-6 months ago, whatever, when what's his name was released. For one, Boosie has a great album. It's called Best Album of 2023. Go listen to that. Then he has a Rocket Man remix with Kodak Black, Jeezy, and on that album. But the original, Boosie raps and says, and this was just released, 8 months ago, whatever. He said, "Can you stop bringing up my past and help me grow?" Y'all basing it off of old stuff and his outspokenness. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all judging other people? You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know the situation. So that's how I look at it. You can't just base it off of old stuff. But go ahead, Sylvia.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Oh, I was gonna read the bond agreement again. I thought you was gonna read this. Did you read this already?
Okay, yeah. My fault. I'm out the park. But yeah, Ready Mix Mac, yes they do. Yes, they do. Because it goes hand in hand with the video, right? Someone notified San Diego police. And then San Diego police saw the video. which then caused them to send the helicopter, right? The helicopter to make sure there's the car there because they knew what car he was in. Think about this, y'all. How did they know his car was there? Because the helicopter came while they're shooting the video shoot, right? They shooting the video shoot, the helicopter comes. That's not going to spark you to be like, wow, there's a helicopter. You're not thinking like that. So they continue doing the video shoot, whatever. Then 14 police cars drive by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he's like, wow, I got to get up out of here. They stop the video shoot. Boosie leaves. They're parked 2 blocks away. See what I'm saying? The helicopter followed Boosie's car. Boom, pulled them over. So it's all of that goes hand in hand. It seems like one, these people filed a complaint or notified them, then told what car he was in, showed the gun, all of that. And like I said, I'm not saying who, because we don't know who. Or if someone did that. We don't know that. But to me, it just sounds fishy. That's all I'm saying. Because you don't know, you don't know what they were tipped off. It's just that simple. They were tipped off. By who? Couldn't tell you. It's not in paperwork, so we don't know that. So sometimes you got to use your common sense. You know what I'm saying? Stephen McKinney, I'm not clueless. I've been up here, so I'm not clueless. I think you are, buddy.
Trolls are coming in. We just got to ignore them because I'm not going to get myself upset. They're just going to have to get on out because my mind's not playing with them.
Right. Tim Lee, that's your opinion.
Yes, what's Boosie's new album name?
It's called Best Album of 2023. So, let me see. Yeah, go ahead and read that. So for the people late.
I thought you were gonna read yours first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do sound dumb. You're right. Hold on.
Randa said for us to stop and just ignore the chat. Let's ignore the chat. Because what let me tell you something. Every time I look at it, I be zapping, zap.
Hold on. Okay. Just give me a second, y'all.
So I'm gonna ignore them.
Hey. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Hold on. And hold on. Cause I'm gonna clear this up. So y'all can't. Hold on. I am an unofficial attorney. That's what I am. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. So to answer y'all's question, right? What's the difference between a criminal indictment, a criminal information, and a criminal complaint? In a federal white-collar criminal case, an indictment, an information, and a complaint all serve the same function. They initiate a criminal case and inform the defendant of the charges against him. They also ensure that a prosecutor has sufficient evidence to establish probable cause that a crime has been committed. The Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution requires that in the federal system, a felony prosecution begin with an indictment. To obtain an indictment, a prosecutor must present proposed charges to a grand jury, a body of jurors that investigates crimes and decides whether charges should be filed. If, after considering the evidence, the grand jury decides there is sufficient cause for the prosecution to proceed, it will issue an indictment that describes the criminal charges against the person and the factual basis for those charges. So, okay, a complaint is simply a statement of the essential facts of the offense to be charged, made under oath by a law enforcement official. The purpose of the complaint is to establish probable cause, which will allow an arrest warrant to be issued. So there you have it. So for the dude saying that whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's a complaint.
Yeah, but where before they could go to trial and everything, has to actually be a indictment. So it
Right.
can't. It has to change over from that MJ to a CR. I know that.
Okay. So the people who are just coming in or just came in, rather, I'm going to reiterate the motion to stay, which was filed earlier. Boosie was issued a bond from the federal judge with a lot of conditions, but prior to being physically released, the prosecution issued a motion to stay. So basically to stop him being released. And it says United, which is what's on the screen. United States District Court, Southern District of California, motion to stay release, order pending appeal. United States of America plaintiff versus Torrance Hatch, aka Boosie, aka Lil Boosie, aka Boosie Badass, defendant. Plaintiff, United States of America, by and through its counsel, Randy S. Grossman, United States Attorney, and Michael G. Wheat, Assistant U.S. Attorney, hereby respectfully moves for an order staying Magistrate Judge Allison H. Goddard, release order entered on June 20th, 2023, in the above captioned case as to defendant Torrance Hatch, aka Boosie, aka Lil Boosie, aka Boosie Badass. On June 20th, 2023, Magistrate Judge Goddard set conditions of release for defendant Boosie. The U.S. moves this court for an order granting a stay of the release order so that an appeal may be heard by this court, and setting a briefing schedule for the hearing. Dated June 20th, 2023, respectfully submitted by Randy S. Grossman, United States Attorney, Michael G. Wheat, Assistant U.S. Attorney. At the bottom, it says motion to stay, release order pending appeal. So, for all you YouTubers and bloggers, just shout out this channel when you give the information. That's all.
All right, so let's go back into the let me stop sharing that one. Let me go back into what his
Thomas Blash, he is not out.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dre said people gotta understand state and the Fed work totally different. Doesn't he have to be, he doesn't look like he will be released until the judge hears the motion. But in the motion to stay, the motion is a motion to revoke bond. That's a proper motion. I'm not too sure, but they just have him to stay. They haven't revoked bond. They appealing the
Dre Jones, absolutely.
Okay, let me go ahead and show you guys what his condition of his bond is. 1 second. Let me know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? This is the condition of his bond. Dom, can you see it all right?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, let me put it right here. Oh, hold on, let me put it down. Let's get out the way so I can read this for you guys. This is the condition of his bond. All right, let's go back up. Okay, it says United States versus Torrance Hatch, pretrial release order. It is ordered that the defendant release is subject to these conditions. Mandatory condition. 1. The defendant must not violate federal, state, or local law during the period of release. 2. Defendant must cooperate with the collection of a DNA sample as authorized by 42 U.S.C. 143135A. Standard condition. Each standard condition applies unless stricken. That means everything is applied unless it's stricken, like taken away. 3. The defendant must appear in court as ordered and surrendered as directed to serve any sentence. 4. The defendant must not possess or attempt to possess a firearm, destructive device, or any dangerous weapon. The defendant must legally transfer all firearms as directed by pretrial services. Number 5. The defendant must not use or possess a narcotic drug or other controlled substance without a lawful medical prescription. The defendant, listen to this, the defendant must not use or possess marijuana under any circumstances. 6. The defendant must report to the U.S. Pretrial Service Office, telephone number 619-557-5738, on the day of the initial court appearance or within 24 hours of the defendant's release from custody, whichever is later. Throughout this case, the defendant must report as directed by the Pretrial Services Office and follow all direction of Pretrial Services Office. 7. Defendant must advise the court or the Pretrial Services Office in writing of 1. Defendant's current residence, address, and phone number, which first reported to pretrial services, and 2, any new contact information before making any changes of residence or phone number. Number 8. The defendant must advise the court or the pretrial services office in writing of I read that part. Sorry. Number 8, the defendant must read this pretrial service order and the advice of penalties and sanctions form, or have them read to the defendant in the defendant's native language. The defendant must acknowledge the defendant's understanding of all the pretrial release condition and the penalties and sanctions for any violation by signing the advice of penalties and sanction form. Number 9, restrict travel to. Okay, he's restricted to travel. Do not enter Mexico or other travel restriction. May travel throughout the U.S. for work. No international travel. Additional condition. Number 10. Which they cross off number 3. They put letter B. The defendant must execute an appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. You hear that? $50,000. That is secured by the defendant's own signature, and a cash bond and or a bail bond by an approved solvent corporate surety. A corporate bail must cover all conditions of release, not just appearances. Then you have A. Defendant must, number 12, defendant must, A, actively seek or continue full-time employment or schooling or a combination of both. B, reside with a family member at a resident approved by pretrial services office, including any contract facility. C, surrender any valid passport or to the pretrial service office and not obtain a passport or any other international travel document. D, clear all warrant FTAs and pay all fines within 90 days of release or as directed by pretrial services office. And then H, avoid all contact directly or indirectly with any person who is or may be a victim or witness in the investigation or prosecution, including security guard Billy Ray Johnson. I, participate in the location monitor program and comply with its requirement as directed under the following component technology. 1, I, curfew. You are restricted to your residence / as directed by pretrial service office or supervising officer. Then it go down to technology, global position system, which is a GPS, at the discretion of pretrial services. Smart link, voice recognition. Then J, defense counsel must notify pretrial services upon submission of bond paperwork, defendant to be released from custody to pretrial services the following business day by 10 a.m. for installation of, I guess, the GPS equipment, the monitoring equipment. And then also on the side, it says defendant is allowed to perform and travel to and from performance with advance notice to pretrial services. And it's signed by Allison Goddard. That is the pretrial stuff. That is for his bond release. Pretrial order. Dom?
Yeah, I'm here. My fault. I'm over here reading these comments. These people funny.
What are they saying?
He said, damn, where'd it go? Noah.
What Noah said?
I don't know where it went, but he said he might as well stay his black ass in jail.
Why you say that?
Because of all of what they got him doing. Like they making him do this, that, this. It's crazy.
They say he can't smoke regardless of what circumstance.
Yeah. I don't know. He can't smoke while he's on, while he's out on bond. He can't smoke. That's,
Billy said worst ever explaining.
Yeah, but see, Noah, what you have to realize is too, you're saying y'all looking at this like he's a regular citizen that slipped up and got caught with a pistol. That nigga was on death row and beat 5 murders. They're not going to sleep. He was found not guilty. So you have to respect that he's not a murderer. He was found not guilty. That's not fair to him to say that he's a murderer. He was found not guilty. You see what I'm saying? So that's not fair to say that, to put that on him. He beat his case. It's that simple.
Non-bigness says, I'm telling you, they made sure to specify about the truth teller, Billy Ray. No, they said without medical notice, he's a diabetic. He can smoke when he gets out with the doctor's paperwork. I thought they said that. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on, true non-bigness. Hold on a second. I want to go read that again. Hold on. Non-bigness. It says here. Hold on. Let's see. Why y'all say he is still in custody with the life path. He's still in custody. They haven't released him. There is a motion that's submitted by the government for a stay. And here's the motion right here. Hold on. This is the motion right here that they submitted for a stay. They don't want him out. They want the judge. They want to hold him until they appeal for the appeal.
Exactly.
You see that? Life with
Thomas Blash. Boosie was on death row. Absolutely, he was.
Well, he was
Back
on
in-
roll.
He was on death row back in 2009, 10, 11, around that time. He was on death row for some murder or something like that. But he was found not guilty, so that's all.
No, but that means he was never on death row.
Exactly. He's
Death row if he was found guilty.
That's a moot point. You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
moot. So, that's all it is. That's all we kind of wanted to update you guys on. That's all the information we have as of now. Tomorrow we will come back. There is no official court date as of yet until July 11th. Because as it stands right now, he has been...
Hold on. Motion to revoke bond for the defendant already out on bond in violation they bond. Huh?
Yeah, that's this dude. He's been saying that the whole time. Dre Jones, no disrespect.
I don't understand what he's saying.
No disrespect, bro, but that does not apply to this. Whatever you talking about, that doesn't apply to this. Okay, so we have the actual paperwork. We showed the paperwork. I was actually there, so all that is a moot point, bro. So, like I said, as I was saying, quick recap, and then that's it. Basically, he was granted bond from a federal judge. To put it in smaller terms, he was granted bond today from a federal judge, and prior to physically being released from jail, the prosecution put in a motion to stay. So it stops it's basically stopping him from being released, and they didn't get the paperwork at where he's being housed at yet. So he will be released tomorrow. And by tomorrow, there should be a response from
the judge.
Right, regarding the basically the motion to stay is just appealing him being released. That's what that means. And it's not going to go through because they're not going to deny what a judge said. You see what I'm saying? A federal judge is not going to go against a federal judge's ruling. That's very slim. So he's going to be released tomorrow. The paperwork will go through. It'll be signed and documented and all of that. So he will be released tomorrow. So that's just what it is. So he's still in custody.
That Dre said motion to stay is different than a motion to revoke bond. I'm saying it's people saying the motion to stay is wrong motion and it's not the right. Shake my head. What?
Right. So, it is what it is, but you guys can hate or have hate for the man personally, professionally, you don't like his rap style, whatever the case may be. That does not negate the facts. Okay? That does not negate the facts. And the facts is he was granted a bond. It's that simple. So there's nothing more to it. The paperwork is there. If after this live you want to go back and look at it, zoom in, screenshot it, you're gonna have her watermark, whatever the case may be. It's not negating anything. The man was granted a bond from a federal judge, not somebody else. He was granted a bond from a federal judge. Another federal judge is not going to go against what another federal judge said. Slim to none chance. So he'll be released tomorrow. And like I said earlier, we were the first to break this news. There was people out there saying we were lying because no major news outlets. And now look, if you go Google it, 2, 3, 4 hours later, what happened? They said everything I said. So I have no reason to lie or clout chase or whatever.
Bo said, "Why? This is why you gotta watch people. The social media is crazy. Never know who is on live recording. That is so true.
Right.
So true.
So, that's all. Um, that's what happened. So that's what's going on, you guys. We will keep you updated as as it goes on. And we'll keep you guys updated. Keep you guys up to speed. And hit the like button, please.
Dre said he's agreeing with you, with y'all. Just saying, people, the difference between the two. Okay, Dre.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Listen to
Like I
these.
said, hit the like button, you guys. Share the video.
They said, don't listen to these people. If it was their brother or sister, they'll be crying. And that's so true. You're right. Saddam and Sylvia, you guys get some rest until tomorrow. Good night. Great work. Thank you, Celeste. Who don't
Good night.
love Boosie, but it's this man doesn't go to prison for these charges. He's a bad MF. Noah said, you're right about that. The judge will not go against another judge ruling. Yep. Okay, maybe he was a death row, but he beat the case. God always has the last say. He got his baby mama. Oh Lord. Case in point. Wiretap search warrant. Okay. Your thing is got me repeating.
Yeah.
Those damn truth teller.
Chris, not with the feds. It don't work like that with them. No matter how much money you got, they will keep you. Unapologetically black. Hey, that's on you, brother.
Who cares about a bomb in the trial? He may be granted a bond on a gun trial, but the sealed charges, if it's going to be investigated, possible people fleeing that could hurt him, they may be thinking of safety. The case week start with the man was straight violated. I'll be trying to get the facts. Okay, salute to infamous Sylvia. Thank you for another fantastic live. Thank you. Thank you, Shelly. The motion to stay is the right motion, not revoke. Okay. All right. Bush says this motion is going to be heard by the same judge. The prosecutor will probably be trying to convince the judge that he's a threat to the community and try to show more evidence to
Well, it's too late for that because that was already said in court. That was already argued.
Salute to Boosie. Yeah, the judge
was already argued. So
the judge gonna throw it out.
Yeah, the judge already ruled on that part. So they're just issuing an appeal to the bond. That's all it is.
The one thing, the judge is not going to pick up a case. They're not picking up a case if this week. All right. Feds can hold you with no bond if they can show your flight risk or danger to others. Bail Reform Act 19. But the judge already ruled on it already. I appreciate the two amazing people for all the hard work. Thank you, Noah. Thank you.
Noah, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thomas Blast. Okay. Free Boosie. Hey, Shannon. Yep, y'all stop curtail the cursing in here. I'm a very Christian orientated channel, okay? Once in a while somebody might say a bad word, but I always be like, hey, watch your mouth. Not smoking weed will be his downfall. She said not smoking weed to be his downfall.
I doubt it. Weed isn't addicting. So I think Boosie, he beat cancer. He could beat stop using weed for a little bit. That'll actually clear his mind up. You know what I'm saying?
If a superseding indictment comes down tomorrow, they're gonna have to show their full hand soon.
But they already said that for this
Okay.
time. Remember, from Thursday till now, for the extra 3 days, when he said more things have come to his attention.
Yeah, they never,
We thought they were gonna do an indictment or whatever, supersede and nothing.
he'll be live. Somebody said, "Where are they going?" Bail reform, 1966. For the first time, arrestees charged with a non-capital crime has statutory right to be released before their trial. Yep, Audrey, come on, Audrey. All right, it says Killer Mike album is slapping. Dre said it's hard to get a judge to go against his or herself. That is so true. You're not gonna change your mind.
They're not.
See
It's
big
not
dummy
happening.
black. Okay, see, you see that big dummy in the black with his hand in his pocket, rocking from the left or right. Well, that's definitely a sign of drug use. Oh my God. Check out Boosie's family history. They powerful. They're going against the devilish system. Okay, the dude just said keep him in jail and get that hate out of your heart, man. Wow, wow. Weed is bad for diabetics. It is. I didn't know weed was bad for diabetics.
Yeah, weed is good. I don't know.
Hopefully, I don't do weed, so he do. Hopefully, he do right. He's out until this is over. Make his money and be there for his kids, for those kids. Yeah. Nico said, did they have his fingerprint on the gun? Did they have the fingerprint on the gun? They said one of the guns had the fingerprints. That's what it said. I don't know how.
They haven't said that. That's probably what's gonna, if it were to go to trial or whatever.
No,
That's
they
what
said
that
one
was.
of the gun. They said one of the guns that had fingerprint. They didn't say his fingerprint. They said they had fingerprint. They tried to play with lyrics the last trial, and the prosecutor was all bogus. It was all bogus. Okay. Okay. The
Yeah, I
next,
don't think you can use that out here. But that's,
yeah, it's
I don't
against
know.
the law. Yeah,
In
California.
California, I don't think you can. But he hasn't. I mean, he hasn't said nothing about that though. So I don't know.
People people talking like he's just gonna beat this case like it's Chicago case. These feds don't charge unless they believe they can stick solid. Low key said that. But remember, we don't know California law, so they have bail reform, and the feds don't go by bail reform, do they? I've never heard that. Doctor says I'm smoking a blunt right now, fam. Gummy is healing. Oh Lord, dude. Okay, all the people that use drugs is coming up over the trap now.
Y'all some drug addicts.
I wasn't. I wasn't. It wasn't a prop gun because the serial number is on the paperwork. Okay, they finna let Boosie out for a reason. They finna let Boosie out for a reason. It's good for. Jerome said it's good for all illness. No, they don't. Okay. Yes, it is weed messing with your blood. Okay, God bless you both. Same thing to you, bless. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Um,
same thing.
Order says he doesn't have a capital punishment case, so he must be given a bond even if released on GPS monitoring. Well, R. Kelly, no, let me stop. Never got a bond, and that wasn't a capital case. I don't understand why he's in jail, Nico. I don't either. It's 420 somewhere. Okay, Doc. The police didn't even have a glove when he picked it up on the video. Weed isn't bad for diabetic because even diabetic is different. Every diabetic is different. And Boosie is really bad diabetic.
Bush Brand, I got you, bro. Appreciate it.
What happened?
I was just responding to one of his comments.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Okay, ain't your father weed? This ain't your father's weed. My father's weed? My father don't smoke weed. Is that pertaining to me at H service? If he put the gun in his waist, who put it there? You guys are funny. He already beat it. Okay, let's see. Dre said they give weed
Bless,
to
thank you.
diabetic, cancer, and HIV patients. Okay. Crushy, hey, he's a diabetic. He can get medical marijuana card. Bush, the prosecutor has to have some overwhelming evidence for the judge to turn over his own judgment, her own judgment. It's a woman. Dom, remember this is a federal case, or so state law don't apply. It's federal law.
Yep.
Sure is. Hope the best for Boosie Boo. Boosie's tricked himself off the street. Perspective says, okay, your thing's got me repeating myself. It's not a drug, it's grown from the earth, unaltered. That's a lie. Sorry, I'm gonna mute you because your thing is making noise on me.
My fault. I had text somebody.
Yeah, doctor, please no profanity in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just don't want this man on the street. Sad. Okay, the pharmaceuticals are drugs. Okay, perspective. Robin, who are you to judge? That says a lot, you Christian lady. About you, Christian lady. Who's Robin? I missed that one. Eighth Amendment rights still apply. He has a right for bond, even if they have an increased bond. Put him on GPS monitoring, report to the jail even day and night. Jerome says, just think if he's snitching, boy, oh boy. Bless says, great job, guys. You guys are doing great. Thank you. He bonded out tonight. No, he did not. Guys, stop. He did not bond tonight. He is still in there. Cum L. He's still in there. Dom just went to the place where he's at. All right, they might let Boosie out so he can get his family together. He's definitely not off the hook. If the feds is 95%, the Boosie is the 5% that beat the case. Audra says he didn't give R. Kelly a bond because they violated his civil and constitutional right. Weed and any smoke causes AFIB. What's AFIB? The only thing that affects a diabetic from weed is increase of appetite. Okay. Don't eat the sweet. They worse than the weed. Why did they film the gun initially? They was doing a video, I think. He bonded out tonight. Will you stop that? He did not bond out tonight. They gave him bond. He's not out yet. Trump and Boosie got some fighting to do. Lord have mercy. If the Fed's 95%, the boss man is the 5%, and they beat the case. Free Boosie, free Kells, free Tory Lanez, free Thugger. Okay, today, let's see what she says. Today, weed is psychotropic, much stronger than back in the days. How much time Boosie gonna get? They hating in the comment, Miss Sylvia. Who's hating, Crushy? Crushy, who's hating? Cushy, who's hating? Boss man coming home in his apartment building in the backyard, laughing my a. I swear, boss man is bawling. Marijuana actually makes people less likely to develop diabetes, according to studies. Infamous Sylvia, if an attorney can come on your show and break down the federal government's speedy trial rule and criminal procedure, it covers a lot for procedure, due process in many areas.
Audra, we're working on that right now. So that would be, that's
Yeah,
what I'm working on.
yeah, we gotta he's working on it. Also, Dom, really appreciate you putting in the work. Have you could be home in the bed, but you're here with us. You're a real MVP. What's your cash app? Here go his cash app right here, y'all. Hold on, let me move this thing here. Hold on.
Appreciate y'all,
Oh,
man.
go ahead, put your cash app back up, sir.
Bush brand, I appreciate that, man. Good looking
Hold
out.
on. Did you put your cash app? Did you put your cash app up?
Yeah, my name is the Cash App. You got to put
I
the
don't.
name up.
Hold on, let me
I
get
don't
this
think it'll
brand.
let you because of the comments.
Hold on, let me get this brand thing off so you can see your cash app. I was trying to put mine up.
I appreciate you guys too.
Thank you guys for cash apping him.
Yeah, that's
You deserve it.
I'm very
You
appreciative. So, because I don't tend to ask people. I don't do that.
deserve it, man. You deserve it.
So
You out here doing the work, man. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
yeah, no doubt. I know you guys love. You know what I'm saying? We all rock with Boosie. Again, he's for the culture. So you know, I thought, why not? Support our brother Boosie, whether you like him or not. You know.
But guys, I
Yeah,
appreciate
no
you
doubt.
guys. I forgot I didn't get a chance to give you guys, so he didn't get $50,000 bond tonight. I'm asking. Yeah, he got $50,000, but the government, you're gonna have to go rewind it, Kwamel. You gotta go rewind it because I showed the paperwork from what the government's doing.
Thomas Blast. Yes, sir. I'll be up there tomorrow.
All right, guys. Guys, I want to say good night to everybody. Thank you for making it a great night. Please hit the like button, share, and we will be bringing you more content. Don't forget, I'm still working and doing the Young Thug YSL Young Thug trial. I will be putting up my footage. I just today has just been a day of us trying to get this out to you guys. I bet someone digging up all the case 2 times, girls. Sylvia,
Yeah, we've been.
Thank you, Bush. Let me go put up my cash app. Bush want to know my cash app. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my
Yeah, put
cash
that
app.
up.
Hold on. I
Yeah,
was trying to put you.
he said, "Don't play that crazy music." Reginald,
Who
come
said
on,
don't play
fam,
the
you're not
crazy
gonna do
music?
that, bro.
Who said? Reginald said don't play my crazy music.
No,
Reg-
Bush brand. Yeah, 1 Cool P exactly. Yeah, I agree.
you said don't play my crazy music, Bush. You know I'm gonna play my crazy
Yeah,
music.
but
Bush, let
but but
me
yeah,
insult
pretty
my
much.
music. Bush, I thought you and I were friends. What happened? You don't like my music?
Yeah, so basically, pretty much just to close it out. So yeah, just be alert, and we'll cover it more on the situation with Boosie, and hit the like button, share, subscribe, as well as if you guys have channels or whatever, or you have a huge channel or you work for a network, just give the shout out to this
Please.
channel. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Give the shout out to this channel according to about us. That's all. This channel. That's all we saying. But other than that, man, y'all have a blessed night. Y'all take it easy. We'll keep you posted.
I pray blessings on all of you guys, and thank you for your time. Thank you for just being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys have a great, great, great night. I gotta say my little prayer. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Amen.
Amen. All right, y'all.
All right, guys. See you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Y'all be easy.
God is willing. Later.
Yep.
Thanks, Dom. Bye, guys. Bye.